I had to get my own coffee tonight because it's a very special edition of Sweet and Sour. The crew will be your panellists tonight, and there are so many of them, we're going to swap every segment. It's a very special thing that we do, possibly once a year, possibly more, and it's so you can see the views of this generation coming up now. They're the people who've put together Sweet and Sour over the last almost 20 years. Not the same faces, because they change every year, but it's the opportunity for them to show you what's in their heads tonight as they answer these letters. Here we go. First one tonight. We're in the process of getting divorced, but he dropped a bombshell on me because he's moving in his 24-year-old boyfriend. Next letter tonight. Left to their own direction, they constantly make bad decisions. That's a mum who writes in about her kids at school. And the last letter tonight that our crew will be addressing for you is, facial recognition technology. A good thing or a bad thing? Crew coming up right now. Don't go away. Sweet and Sour and the crew. Got a problem, big or small, would a miracle be nice? Our motley crew is back, churning out advice. You might even laugh a bit in the following half hour. Park your backside on the couch, cause baby it's time for Sweet and Sour. Right here on Sweet and Sour.
Pour some sugar on there, baby.
It's time for Sweet and Sour.
How's about some chili?
It's time for Sweet and Sour.
Yeah.
Whoa, there's a buzz in the air tonight. All the students are really excited. And we've got them all on the panel tonight. Welcome to Sweet and Sour. Gary Mitchell with you for the next fun-filled half hour. All my buddies who helped put together the show tonight, that's the crew here at Central Tafe. Not all of them, but the majority, 12, is that the majority? No, we've got over 40, haven't we? Well, some of them are going to be on the panel tonight. First up, you're going to meet Dave. Hello, Dave.
First up. Yeah,
first up. He likes being first up.
Yeah,
I've heard that about you. How are you, mate?
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
Tell the viewers at home, where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Ooh, where do I see myself? All right, I love music, I love film, so you know what, I was thinking about it and I'd probably go and do music videos.
Well done. Okay, that's why you're here learning on Sweet and Sour.
Yeah.
Excellent. Hello, Vinny.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
You're always a smiler around here. Okay, 10 years' time, where are you going to be?
I am actually going to be a multi-millionaire tycoon in Perth for events and film. So
I'm coming to work for you.
yes, definitely.
Events and film.
Events and film.
Events and film. That's what we need in Western Australia. Say hello to all the people on the Eastern Seaboard as well.
Oh, hello.
Hello, hello. What's Lisa going to do? You love dance, but where are you going to be in 10 years?
I think, besides being a mum, because I really want to be a mum.
You want to be a mum? Good
yeah,
girl.
I think so. I'd like to travel the world and be a photojournalist. So
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Wow, photojournalism
Yep.
will take you right around the world several times and back.
That's what I want to do.
Oh, how are you going to fit that in with being a mum?
Oh, I think it can work. Definitely can work.
Okay. You're
my
going to
back,
write You're going to
coming
write a book and tell us how,
Yeah,
how it can
definitely.
work. Connor, what about you, sir?
Well, I was thinking about being a mum as well. That career pathway is looking very, very bleak. I really don't know what I'm going to be doing in 10 years, to be honest, Gary.
You're only young. You've got plenty of time to decide.
18, I've got the world ahead of me.
You've got plenty of time to make mistakes too.
Yeah, exactly.
And enjoy making them. And you have to. It's the only way you learn.
Exactly. Thank you.
Here we go.
Such great advice, Gary.
Dear Mitch and panel, my husband, and he's still legally my husband, came out as gay about a year ago. Now, because of our financial situation, he's remained in our house that we both own together, or rather are paying off. We're in the process of now getting divorced. It's been a little bit too civil, and no one, including any of our kids, 2 boys, 9 and 7, have been traumatised too much so far. He dropped a bombshell on me last week, however, and he intends to move his 24-year-old boyfriend into his room soon. Despite being hurt, I've always been supportive and encouraging, but this move I never anticipated and I don't know how to deal with it. I'm sure there's not a book on any shelf anywhere that has advice on what happens in this situation. I don't know what to do or say, especially for our boys. I don't know what to say to his or my mum and dad, who don't know what's been going on, and they're all in their 70s. But more than anything, it's about the boys, their reactions, their treatment at school, the readjustment, what to say to them, what not. From being rational and calm, I'm becoming a mess. Please, what do I do? Bethany of Glebe in Victoria. Vinny, sad situation.
Yeah, definitely.
What's going to happen here?
So in this instance, you should be supportive with your husband, even though it might feel like betrayal and hurt. I think definitely support him, because it is a long time coming that we are in the 2017 and we're starting to open up as being gay and being accepting towards that. But at the same time, I know what you're feeling, because it would be really hard to be married to someone for such a long time and then to drop that bombshell on you being like, actually, I don't find you attractive at all. I actually like men. That would be
a tough gig. What about the situation where, that aside, this is a relationship that's broken down and the ex-partner wants to move in the new partner? Is that acceptable on anyone's turf? He sounds like he's using the situation. He doesn't give a damn about his kids.
I'm kind of on the fence on this one, that it might be true love. So it might be in a place because...
Does that excuse the responsibility to your kids?
Well, no, because in the aspect that you're still living with your ex would be in a hard situation that you would be in. So it would be really...
Connor, how do you see this one?
I think that this guy's being a little bit immature about the entire thing. I reckon, you know, how would we react in a situation where he is a straight man who hasn't come out as gay and then has tried moving the 24-year-old girlfriend in to the same room?
And that's the parallel. Yeah.
I think that there is a few kind of exceptions going on in this situation. I'd like to make it clear to the audience, I don't hate gay people, I just hate this guy. It's an issue that I think...
He's being irresponsible.
She's trying to kind of solve it in the most politically correct way possible.
She shouldn't
needs
confuse
to stand
it.
up for herself.
She shouldn't
Gary, is what
confuse it. Dave?
She has to do.
Well, for starters, I'm wondering if she's going to reconsider her vote. Like, I find that pretty funny.
David.
Although I'll say, I'm all accepting of it, by the way. All right, so for starters, his room, the 24-year-old boyfriend's moving into his room. Is that saying that the husband is living
In a separate room in the house?
Okay, well, for starters...
It's an ex-husband, remember.
Okay.
They're divorcing.
Screw that. I don't think you should bring him into the household. I think keep the family and your love affair
Protected.
separately. As for your kids at school, you know, I think they're so young. I think you don't have to divulge all the information about the relationship at this current period, but maybe in the future let them know, and probably just try and keep it under wraps, because school rumours, it all spreads. So
Okay.
yeah.
Lisa, last word.
Okay, so I've been reading this letter, and what I can say is such a sensitive topic, because obviously coming out is such a sensitive thing to say and do, especially when you're married. But I've just got to say some things here. One thing I wanted to say is that at the end of the day, if you're going to get divorced, you're not divorced yet, you're on the process of getting divorced. So got to deal with that. He's got to say to his parents as well, he's got to tell them,
He's got to tell them.
It's not your responsibility.
He's got to
done
grow
the
up.
wrong, not you. And the kids will deal with it. I know it's such a hard thing to do, and it's
As
a
long
hard
as you
process.
protect them.
Yeah. So you've got support out there. Yeah.
And why is it a thing to be ashamed of in this day and age? Why is he hiding it, being gay?
Well,
He's not, he's come out.
the thing
Yeah.
that I
Yeah, but
hate
not
is
to his
that-
parents.
Yes, good point. Not to his parents. It's his responsibility. We asked you people at home this question: do relationship rules for everyone change once the Same-Sex Marriage Act is passed? And your answers were these. 19% said yes, they change, and 81% said nope, they don't change, and I don't think they do. You got to look after people and you can't hurt anybody. When we come back, we've got a new lot of panellists. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here. More of our students. You're not allowed to go anywhere yet. We'll wait till the break and then we'll change them all. All right. Back to your stations, troops. And we've got some new ones coming up right now. Not yet. Not yet. Wait. Okay. Sit. Okay. See you soon.
Touch of Sweet and Sour is easy. Just head to sweetandsour.net.au to send us a letter. And while you're there, why not check out our past episodes? Plus, don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. And for a behind the scenes look at Sweet and Sour, check us out on Instagram.
or maybe not, having some fun with our crew here. And for everyone who does send us a letter, and we do read out, we're going to send them to the movies courtesy of Natalie Cameron and NRC Communications. And the movie we're sending it to this week is The Final Portrait. Who's seen it?
No.
There it is up there. All right, we'll go and see it. Hello, Charlie. How are you, sir? Now they don't know you at home, so
They don't know me. I'm a stranger.
give them a little bit of an insight into your head. What are you most passionate about?
It's large. But no, basically what I'm most passionate about in today is probably what's going on in the news, like gay marriage and what happened in tragedy in Las Vegas, the gun control.
Gun control
I am
stuff.
very concerned about that, and
Good
I
for
think it's
you.
a massive safety issue, and think it should be resolved.
Paris, what are you most passionate about?
I love dogs.
I love dogs. We've gone from
my heart and my soul.
gun control to dogs. Okay, you're welcome to.
Yeah, I want to work
Oh.
hard so I can provide for my dogs.
My sister lost her little doggy today, too. She had to put
Instead
it
of
down
a-
after 16 years.
Instead of a crazy cat lady, she's gonna be like a crazy dog lady. It's gonna be the best.
I'll have 10.
Crazy
10?
cat.
No, you get
Crazy
more.
dog. Chloe.
I'm passionate about visual arts and performing arts.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Passionate about the arts. Fantastic. We need it in WA. Christian, what are you passionate about besides crazy dog ladies and crazy cat ladies?
Not anything particular. I've always been, I guess you could say, a fence rider. I kind of see everything from.
He's not passionate about anything except fences.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Great. Great. Let's
didn't get it.
see how we go. Dear Sweet and Sour, why is it that my kids are more influenced by their friends than anything that I can say? I'm really worried because left to their own direction, they constantly make bad decisions. My middle child now wants to leave school after year 10 and go to Tafe. He doesn't even know what he wants to do, but the silly conversation going on with his group is that Tafe is much less work and much more fun than the final 2 years of high school and going to uni. He wants to make a decision based on his idea of how much easier his life will be. He thinks life is about taking shortcuts. Not one of my other kids has any thought about a long-term career either. At least those two don't want to leave school early. The eldest is year 12 and she's pretty clever, just social media obsessed. The youngest is 13 and just wants to get tattoos when she turns 15. When will they begin to make better decisions? Have we failed as parents? When do young people become responsible? What does it take? They don't know how much they don't know, yet they believe they're experts because their school friends think the same things. So of course, they must be right. Is this the most irresponsible group of young people the world has ever produced? Writes Zach of Northbridge in WA. Charlie, first to you.
First of all, TAFE is not easier than high school. I found it much more challenging. But I think when it comes down to this issue, I have so many views and whatever. I mean, the person's the person, the child's the child. This doesn't really come down to the parents, but there's a halfway point. So I think
no particular pattern that's universal, you're saying. Every child is different?
Every child is different and every child wants to do what they want to do. And I think if, because I was going to leave at year 10, but I thought, logically, I thought I probably should just stay to year 12 and finish year 12.
And what was it that made you go, hang on, I'm changing my mind, I'm going to stay?
Well, throughout high school, I didn't have like all these stressful exams and waste stuff like that. People do have that. I didn't. I found year 11 and 12 a bit less stressful. So, which is one of the reasons why I stayed back and didn't go to TAFE or didn't do a trade. But I think in anybody's circumstance, no matter who they are, if they feel like it's the right thing to do, if they feel like they should do it,
do it.
Then do it. Exactly.
Do it.
I mean,
if they're passionate about it.
If you don't feel like you're getting anything out of high school, and you're just there, just to get your certificate, there's no real point being there if you can get somewhere you want to be quicker.
Paris.
Well, Zach from Northbridge. I did the full high school. I went to year 12 and I did WACE, which right now is probably not the best decision because I didn't go into uni or anything. But I'd say WACE was hard, but TAFE can be just as hard. Like, there's no.
You've got to tell me what
easy.
WACE is, because there's people sitting at home, and unless they've
what's
got
it
kids
even
going
stand
through,
for?
it's the year 12
It's the
end of
ATAR exams. Yeah,
ATAR
it's
exams, which is
the big ones.
Finishing year 12.
The big boys, yeah.
Big boys.
Big boys.
It's the big boys. So, what would you tell someone who's got 3 kids and the middle one wants to quit?
Well, if he doesn't know what he wants to do, If he wants to quit, I'd say try and get him to stay at least maybe another year. See what programs they offer at school, because I didn't know what I wanted to do.
And what did your parents say to you?
Mum and Dad were supportive of me pretty
Okay.
much no matter what, so they were like,
And
yeah,
you stayed?
you do you.
You made your decision?
Yeah, I stayed.
You made your decision. Christian?
I say more power to this kid, man. He's like, sure. I think what she's trying to say, like she's trying to really want to connect with the kids and stuff like that. And she's saying she's failed as a parent. I think what's more important is that she tries. What parents are trying to do now is they try to get the kids to do the same thing they're doing.
They're doing.
Yeah,
they want
what
the
they're-
kids to adopt their mindset.
See,
kids are
that's what making kids want to rebel against is because
They don't want to take what the parents are telling them. They want
So,
to experience.
What makes a good parent is that a parent really has to go up to the kid and does something that the kid wants to do. So if the kid's really into movies, watch movies and
Nurture
analyze.
the kids'
Nurture
interest.
Mm.
Terrific. Chloe?
Yes.
Well, I feel like there's a stigma that TAFE is always the easy way out. Like all the people, if you didn't do ATAR as subjects in schools, then obviously you did general and they're classified as like the dumber kids, which I did ATAR for year 10, 11. And then I went down to general, and sure, like in general, they're more like relaxed and that, but they still they care about their education. They still want to go to uni and TAFE, and even people in like the ATAR classes, they're like, oh yeah, we'll go to like TAFE as well. So I'm supposed to be in year 12 this year, but I decided, because there was nothing for me, that
You knew what you wanted to do.
Yeah, exactly. So I knew what I wanted to do. So I was like, all right, I'll go focus, do studies on the things that I have passion about and want to get a career in. So if this person just makes up their mind and decides like
If
during
they've
the
got a
holidays,
direction.
yeah, then just like go for it and just do what you're passionate about. If not, just wait it out over the holidays and make a decision. So.
Excellent. TAFE can be a sensational direction for those people who know what they want to do. We asked our people at home this question. Is looking for shortcuts a good strategy for decision making? And of course, people were split because we've got young people and old people answering this. 56% said yes and 44% said no. When we come back, a new lot of panellists. Thank you, everyone. It's been terrific to have you. And now we're sending them back behind the camera. All right. See you soon.
Cool.
Coming back with a new lineup now. Don't go away.
Hi, my name's Jareth, performing for you later on Sweet and Sour.
Welcome back to Sweet and Sour. New panellists. Let's meet Daniel first up. Daniel, where do you see yourself in 10 years?
In the TV industry as maybe a producer or director.
Excellent. Taylor, where do you see yourself in 10 years?
In front of the mirror.
Oh, gosh. What about tomorrow? Aren't you going to be in front of the mirror tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm always in front of the mirror.
Okay, she's still going to be there in 10 years. Latish?
Makeup and special effects in Hollywood.
Oh, good girl. Brandon?
I want to make music videos.
Where will you be?
Probably in Melbourne.
Some of them got it together. Taylor, we'll come back to you next year and see where you are. Hi! So the old Prime Minister wants to impose a data bank of all our faces to use facial recognition technology, which will be used to track us all down whenever Big Brother wants. Freedom is the one human right across the globe that is recognised as the key to happiness. Hey, I understand that in the face of the Las Vegas bloodbaths, governments feel really anxious about protecting the population. But it's a pretty draconian and pathetic response to penalise the whole population because of those few in the crowd who would seek to do harm to others. Surely facial recognition technology used in this manner is more about being controlling and feeling in control than delivering a real benefit to the community. Surely we're better off to continue to encourage freedom and the pursuit of happiness for everyone, spend those vast sums to educate our population on building a better ethical society and teaching the virtues of doing no harm to others. Turnbull is demonstrating how insecure a person he really is. Soon we'll have to all clock into on the hour so the government knows where we are every minute of the day. Does the panel feel the idea of a national facial recognition data bank is an invasion of privacy and an erosion of our human rights and freedoms? Rights Panda of North Brighton in South Australia. Straight to Brandon.
Yeah, hey, Panda. I don't agree with what you're saying in your letter, to be honest. I'm all for the advancement of technology. You see, I also want to do computer science at university maybe.
Oh, you're a
next year.
technocrat. Terrific.
Yeah, cool. So, but yeah, I mean, facial recognition, I reckon I'm all for that because it has helped people and like catch criminals, such as the Super Bowl in I think that was in Florida. Police used facial recognition, and what they did, they
You feel
ended up
safer.
catching up. Yeah, I feel
Makes
safer.
you feel safer. All right, we're going to go to Letitia. Does it make you feel safer?
Well, like Las Vegas being the example here, it's sad, but you know that's an American issue to do with their gun laws. But if you're innocent, why would you have a problem with yourself being on a data bank? You know, so if you're not doing anything
Well,
wrong,
you wouldn't. But what do they then do with that technology? And is that technology fail-safe?
But everyone already overshares on social media, so your face is already out there.
Well, it's not a question of protecting your face. It's a question of making sure that others aren't manipulating your face. And are you sure that's not happening? Because we get hacked all the time. And I think it's imperative that if they introduce this sort of technology, they also introduce protections to make sure that we're not going to be hacked. Taylor?
Okay, so my thing with this is it's the old Prime Minister, so what power does he have to change that?
He's in control at the moment.
Is he in control? Oh, okay, well, this is what's wrong. It says that it's the old Prime Minister.
No, they're just calling the Prime Minister
well,
old.
Okay, well, then that's different. Okay, well, in all honesty, I think it is an invasion of privacy. I don't want my face to be out in the world where everyone can see. I mean, it's probably only just for the government, but I don't want the government to know who I am. I don't want them to track my every move.
All right, now before we go to Daniel, we're going to have a look at what you people at home said in answer to this question. Do you agree that facial recognition technology is a necessity for the future security of the Australian community? Here's what you said at home. Only 25% said yes, 75% said no. Let's see what Daniel's got to say. Wrap it up for us, Daniel.
I think it's a good idea.
Daniel likes it. That's it. They're all cheering up in the control room. He likes it. We're going to wrap it up now. Thank you, panellists, crew members. I've had a delightful time tonight with all our buddies here from the crew of Sweet and Sour. How to end the show so appropriately, we're going to have one of our crew sing us away. It's Jareth, and Jareth's last name is Raycraft, right, Jareth? Yes, it is. And Jareth's going to be singing for you an original composition entitled Pretend. Okay, take it away, Jareth.
Just a teen, yo, the words in the other pub show with the bando, drinking the lemon and lime, though the crowds grow, singing along in the front row. I've only just started the stuff, I'm never gonna say no. Next up, we're playing loud in the stadium lights, day and night, touring in the bus and the long flights, that's right. I'm starting to reach the music hype, my lyrics start to climb the charts, reaching the big hype. No wait, this is all on my head, I guess I need to tell the truth and forget to pretend. Now, I'm still in school, people see me a fool, just the popular kids running around acting like tools. What is next? Like in class doing stupid tests, music in my mind, I cannot finish the rest. Still in school, people see me a fool, just the popular kids running around acting like tools. What is next? Like in class doing stupid tests, music in my mind, I cannot finish the rest. Music in my mind, I cannot finish the rest. Music in my mind, I cannot finish the rest. Now, just a dream of getting out of school. Music vids making 1,000 views, making news, constant cues. I think the album is getting abused by the people who are listening to it, singing in tunes. Now, 2017 and reaching the fame. Even little kids on the streets know my name, no shame. I guess Sheeran is the one to blame, cause the music that we both write is kind of the same. But yet again, this is all on my head. Time to wake up, remember it is all pretend. Now, I'm still in school, people see me a fool, just the popular kids running around acting like tools. What is next? Looking class, doing stupid tests. Music in my mind, I cannot finish the rest. Still in school, people see me a fool, just the popular kids running around acting like tools. What is next? Like in class doing stupid tests. Music in my mind, I cannot finish the rest. Music in my mind, I cannot finish the rest. Music in my mind, I cannot finish the rest now.